Hey guys, Day Walker Sports Talk. I am your host, Day Walker, and let's get right into it. Oh, wait. First, before we get into it, please, guys, I appreciate the love for the people who has watched my videos already, but if you're new, please like and subscribe to the channel, man. I really appreciate it, man. I do this for fun. I do this to try to reach an audience. I'm not doing this for money. I just like to talk sports. I really do. Football and basketball, those two. Basketball is my favorite sport to play. Football is my favorite sport to watch. So those are the two that I cover. So now, what I want to talk about is the old school versus new school. Who would actually make it in each other's era? Now, before I get off into that, what people have to understand that this is really an unfair assessment. You have to really think about this because basketball is evolution. It evolved. So if I'm saying I had a time machine and I take Kyrie Irving and I put Kyrie Irving in the Bill Russell and Will Chamberlain era, well, Kyrie Irving is going to show these people something that they've never seen before. He would be averaging 50 points a game with his ability that he has, being able to finish with both hands, the English. The shot wasn't even a three-pointer then, but a player is not going to play defense that far out, and Kyrie Irving, just his mind frame is, I'm just going to just shoot the wide open shot. So it's really unfair, but we would have to actually look at a person's game. And to say, okay, would this game from this person fit in this era? And what I mean by that is, I could take LeBron James. LeBron James' game would fit in any era. It would dominate the Bill Russell and Will Chamberlain's era. If you want to go a little further down to the Dr. J and Moses Malone era, all the way to the Magic Johnson and Larry Bird era, all the way to the Michael Jordan, the Scottie Pippen, and the Hakeem Olajuwon era. It would have dominated. He would have been who he is in any era because of how he's built and his game. So if you're saying that, okay, well, what about the bad boys? What about what LeBron would have said? LeBron is big enough to take a player like that. He's built for it. He plays bully ball, what Skip Bayless says. And that would work in any era. Shaq would be unstoppable in any era. But when we're talking about this era right now, that also depends on Shaq's conditioning, because his conditioning could hurt him. We already know that Shaq had a problem with, staying in shape. But if somebody was there to motivate him to stay in shape, Shaq would have dominated any era. I'm sorry, he would have. But to me, honestly, I don't think you could take a Steph Curry and put him in the Bad Boys era. I think the more like the Reggie Miller type era, where Jordan was at his peak and he was dominating. I feel like that was an era where Steph Curry he'd been pretty good. It's just he would have been a great player, probably on a bad team. But like I said, if you put him in that 80s era, I don't think Curry would have been. I'm sorry. He's more of a finesse player. A little timid. I don't think he would have. Draymond. A person like Draymond would have lasted in the 80s. The physical ability that he has, the upper body strength, you know what I'm saying, the dedication that he has for the game, to be mentally tough and want to compete. I believe Draymond would have lasted in that era. Dame, not so much in that 80s era, but like I said, in the Bulls run, he would have. He probably would have been another player that would have been a really talented player on a bad team. But I think he would have been Dane. But like I said, man, this is really unfair because it's like I'm saying that Magic Bird mental state would never evolve to match the players of today. Like, you gotta understand, people put in the work. People see other people's game and say, this is something I need to work on to get better at. So, as I'm saying, we're actually using time machine methods. We're taking Magic and we're putting him in this time and say, do what you can do. No, I don't think so. To me, you gotta understand, they would have put Magic on the block. Magic would have not been able to use his body, to me, like LeBron James, and he wouldn't have been a great shooter like KD. So he wouldn't have been the one, to me, that they would have had ran the offense unless they'd have had him like Yoke. They had him like him, then he would have been good, but I don't think he'd have been Magic though. But to me, honestly, the Bill Russell and the Will Chamberlain, I don't think they would have lasted in any. They era that they was in, they dominated. That's cool. I don't care when everybody's talking about how strong Will Chamberlain was. He's not competing really against anybody. He's not competing. Listen, to me, I would say the late 80s to the mid 90s, you had big boys out there that was willing to, you know what I'm saying, to go at you. The Grandma Mas, you know what I'm saying? The John Sallys, the Big Booty Rick. Did I say Lonzo Mourning? The Patrick Ewings, the Dreams. Come on, this was the Shaqs, what is it? Chris Webbers, you know what I'm saying? Juwan Howards. There were some big guys, the Rick Smiths, like all of that. I don't think that Bill Russell, come on, man, Bill Russell really wasn't even all that dominant in his era. He was good. He was a star in his era. But it wasn't like he was putting up just, oh my God, the numbers. He had a winning team and they playing against the same four people. No, just like Will, you playing against the same four people. No. Sorry. Kareem when Kareem came in the league, he was killing them. And that was just one. That was one competition. So imagine if you put them both in that era, in that like I said, that late 80s and 90s era, that right there, Bill Russell and Will Chamberlain he definitely wouldn't be averaging no 50. They'd have been some good centers. That's it. If you put them in today's era, they would have just drowned it out. But like I said, it's unfair. Because it's like I'm saying, there's a time machine. I'm taking their mental state and their ability at this time, and I'm fast forwarding it all the way to 2022 and dropping them off and say, okay, we're going to put you on the Celtics and we're going to put you on the Lakers and we're going to see how you do. No. But, I mean, like I said, there's certain people game that would have lasted, though. That, to me, my opinion, I think, if you would have dropped them off in the time machine, they would have lasted. The Tim Hardaway's would have lasted. The White Chocolates would have lasted. Of course, Allen Iverson would have still been AI. That's just my opinion. But, hey, tell me what you think. I want to hear from you guys. You know what I'm saying? Who do you think would have lasted in the eras? Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, let me know. You know what I'm saying? And once again, please like and subscribe to the channel, guys. I really would appreciate it. And on that note, I'm out.